What is going on, guys? JPOD-SPORTS here. Welcome back to another video. Today, the Giants play the Texans, and they kind of got their ass handed to them, 28-10. I mean, it's a meaningless game. The backups didn't look too great for us, which these are guys fighting for a spot, so you want to hope they do good. But unfortunately, they didn't do too great. We had 5 turnovers as a team. The starting defense looked pretty good. The Texans got into the red zone. They didn't allow a touchdown, and they forced, I think, a punt on the second drive, I think it was for Texans, but they pulled their starters out after the first 2 drives. But what we're really going to get into is Daniel Jones and how he played really poorly in the beginning of the game. First quarter, first 3 drives, he threw, it was 2 of 6, and he threw 2 interceptions for 26 yards. That is not what you want to see at your $160 million quarterback going to his 6th year. I'm going to go through the plays, what went wrong, hopefully give my best explanation, what he was going through, what he was thinking of. Anyways, let's get into it. Now, here's the first play of the whole game. First play since Daniel Jones got towards ACL. I think it was back November, October-ish. And it was showing that the game, or not game plan, because they don't game plan preseason, but the plan was just to give it to Malik Neighbors, get him a feel of the NFL, get him some targets this game, because he got no targets in 12 routes last game. So right away, Daniel Jones tries to fire one to Neighbors, which, I mean, you just see here, you got to be able to read the corner there. That needs to be read by a 6-year quarterback in the NFL. You need to be able to see that the corner is lurking behind him. He doesn't even have any separation, but I think he's just trying to see Malik Neighbors come back and, make an athletic catch, which he doesn't, and almost gets picked off for a touchdown. Now, he does go on, throw a check down to Theo Johnson, which this was a good play. I like play designs like this, but this is something you should be running first down, not second. And this was I think, it wasn't caught. This is probably his 3rd best throw of the day. Now this is the killer. This is right here. Everybody knows what happens here. This, when you're backed up this far in your own territory, you need to have 2 reads. It's either the check down here or one of these check downs, doesn't matter. You either check it down here or something over the middle. If you don't see it, you either try to run or the ball gets out of your hands to out of bounds. Daniel Jones fails to do this numerous times. This is not a bad pocket. This is not on the O-line. This is a great pocket right here. This is more than enough to be able to make a throw. This is more than enough to be able to run the ball. If you really want to, he probably could try to run here or step up and throw and try to run here. And I think that's 95. And 95 right here probably would come off his contain, wrap inside. Jones could just throw the ball away. In that case, he wouldn't have to feel the pressure to just lob it upstairs and get a safety. If you guys ever seen it, Jimmy Garoppolo, when he was with the 49ers, he had that safety and then he threw the stupid pick. It's something just bad quarterbacks do, and Daniel Jones is displaying that right now. And I hope he gets it fixed and hope he uses it as a learning experience. But let me just show you the play. He pump fakes the ball for some reason. No idea. He actually probably could have hit Malik Neighbors on this crossing route here, which I don't know why he didn't even try, but he pump faked because he felt the pressure. This is the product of a quarterback that's been hit his entire career. You're always going to try not to get sacked or fumble the ball, and it's going to be in the back of your head no matter what. And he does something catastrophic. And I mean, at this point, he's kind of blindly guessing where Theo Johnson's standing and just lobbing it up and hope for something great to happen or just get it out. Horrible decision, gets picked off for a touchdown. Now, here's a throw that wasn't really the greatest throw in the world, but it gets your playmaker a chance to make a play. That's why you draft him 6 overall. You just kind of fits it in an area at the Neighbors, which is a pretty good job to get it over that corner, give him a high point pass right there, be able to jump up and make the grab, stay in bounds. Now, this is another good play by Daniel Jones. This ends up being like a 12-yard run. This is a great pocket right here. If you have something that looks like almost like half an circle, this is a perfect pocket. Daniel Jones doesn't see anything he likes, so he steps up perfect. This is what he did have Jalen Hyatt here, so if he wanted to, he could try to laser this into here. Unfortunately, it doesn't, but that's fine. He ends up getting 12 anyways in the carry. Boom, perfect. But what I don't like there, obviously, you want your quarterback to slide, especially when they make the 3rd highest cap hit in the NFL. Now, this is the 2nd worst play of the day for Daniel Jones. I like that he's trying to be aggressive, and it's going to take time, obviously, with timing and everything, because he's not if you look at the last 3 years of his career, all you've seen him do was just don't turn the ball over. That's all in his head. That's what the coaches are telling him, and that's what he's telling himself. So you're not going to see these deep shots. And obviously he didn't have the talent to be able to do that, but you weren't seeing these deep shots. So obviously when you're not doing something like that and you don't have all the reps and practice doing it, it's not going to just be natural. He's not a game-changing quarterback. So it's going to take some time to learn. And this is his first in-game reps since November. So this was just a bad throw, horrible ball. It needs to be in front of Hyatt. You need to either get it towards the sideline here, or the ball just needs to be in front of him, which the ball is a bullet pass inside the corner, and he picks it off, which is a great play by Derek Stingley, but a horrible pass by Daniel Jones. Now, here's his best play of the day, obviously, because this is the only big play he had, was a go route to Darius Slayton. I think Darius Slayton should be the receiver too. I know Jalen Hyatt's younger, but he's still got 3 more years on his contract. I think Darius Slayton it's more important that Daniel Jones has somebody he's comfortable with in this new receiving core, because he did not play with Jalen Hyatt more than maybe like 10 snaps. He and everybody else, like Wan'Dale Robinson's the only exception, but Wan'Dale Robinson's rookie season towards ACL. So you really got like 6 games with him. And last year, Wan'Dale Robinson didn't come back to like week 3. And then Daniel Jones got hurt the next week against Miami, came back against the Raiders and towards ACL, of course. But this is a really good play. This shows growth throughout the game, that he's able to learn from his mistakes, or that he's better to throw the ball to the left side than the right side. But this is a great ball. It gets it in front of him, throws him open, kind of. But this is a great pass. It couldn't be any better, and perfect execution. Now, I don't think I've seen this play talked about enough, but this is third and 6. Daniel Jones is able to go through his reads. Look at this pocket by the O-line. Andrew Thomas doing his job, and Jermaine Illuminor is probably going to be a starter. This is the Texans' backups, but you saw the Giants get absolutely destroyed by backups on the O-line last year. So it's a start from what it was last year. But I like this. He looks at Neighbors. Normally, I think he would throw at the Neighbors, but he waits. He goes through his reads, looks, bang, doesn't see it, and then he fires the one to Robs for 13 yards. I really like this play by Daniel Jones. This is another great play by Daniel Jones, using anticipation and knowing where your receiver is going to be on the field. You could tell it's paying off of all these reps of practice with Malik Neighbors, because this has become a Daniel Jones' favorite target, obviously, as it should be. But he runs like a 15-yard in right here, and Daniel Jones fires it in there with some really good anticipation. Another favorite play of mine he had today. Here's another really great throw by Daniel Jones to Malik Neighbors. He kind of runs like a stutter, and then he fades out. And Daniel Jones throws it almost like back shoulders to the sideline. It's not like it doesn't become a back shoulder catch, but it's a really good play that him, once again, trying to get the ball to a playmaker that can make the play. And Malik Neighbors showing why he's going to be probably a top 3 rookie in the NFL with an insane catch. I mean, there's probably only about 10 guys right now, I'm not counting him, in the NFL that you could say that can make that catch like that. That is a star receiver grab, and that's what a true number 1 does. Now, this play does not end up getting completed. It is really a nice catch for Jalen Hyatt, but Daniel Jones, as you'll see here, Jalen Hyatt runs to the sideline, and Daniel Jones throws it back shoulder, which it was close to being caught. It was one-handed, but it wasn't. But look at that, perfect back shoulder, gives him a chance to catch the ball. He does not, but it was really close to happening, and you want to see more of that. That's what you haven't seen in this Giants offense, especially with Daniel Jones. You want to see more of that, especially as a 6-year quarterback. Veteran, the quarterback should be able to make the throw every time. Now, this play's a little brutal. Eric Ray runs like a out route in the backfield, and you should be able to hit him. If you hit him in stride, he probably cuts up the field and gets the first down. But Daniel Jones, this was a rough one. You got to hit him there. You've seen it a couple times where the Giants have done this play, and Daniel Jones has not been able to make that play. If you can hit him, you got to be able to hit him going towards the sideline where he's running. Daniel Jones does not make that happen. The Giants end up kicking the field goal, and that's what the only last thing you'll see from Daniel Jones from this game. So overall, Daniel Jones started really bad, but he finished, I would say, relatively strong compared to what he started with. I think it just took a little bit of get that rust off, get him some reps. You got to remember when you go into a preseason, it's not the same as a regular season because you spend the whole week preparing for one team. This is more of like a scrimmage and see what the rest of the guys on your team can do if they can make the team. So you're not going into here. You're going into this game with maybe 10 to 15 plays, like half run plays and half passing plays. So it's not you're not gonna spoil your offense to other teams you're gonna be playing week one because it gives them an advantage to have say three extra weeks to prepare for the New York Giants, which struggle apparently, and that's the last thing you want to do. So relatively strong finish. I'm happy with the rest of the game he had, besides a couple plays, but hopefully this is an improvement. And besides the 2 interceptions, let's hope we don't overact too much. I'm not the biggest Jones guy, but I'm gonna root for him no matter what. He's on my team. And I know a lot of people in Detroit go crazy, but as of right now, Daniel Jones is a New York Giant. I know it's hard for some people, but what are you gonna do? If you want Tommy DeVito starting, I think the team is worse off. But it's going to take time for him to learn these new plays they're running and different deep shots. But when you're running an actual scheme in a game, I think it might be a little easier. And they weren't really running the ball because I think they just want Daniel Jones to get a little throwing and Malik Davis some action. But that's about it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know what you guys want to see next, or if you want me to do more breakdowns like this. If it wasn't the best, I apologize. It's my first time doing it. But anyways, guys, see you in the next video. Peace.